There is one certain thing that I truly believe that God is asking of all His children. You know, our life, our DNA, none of our DNA are the same. When God created us, He wrote a beautiful melody for all of our lives. And He wants us to dance on that melody. It's a melody where He stands and He's waiting for us. It's got a beautiful sound. Your life carries a sound. Every person carries a vibration. And when you enter into the room, you carry a vibration. You carry either life or you carry death. You cannot, one tree cannot have two kinds of fruits. You know, I'm either dominant life or I'm dominant death. But there is something that I've found around the world that in this melody I see and I can hear that our Abba Father asks the same thing from all of us. And this is, till this day, something that I know I hold very tight in my two hands. My journey of faith is now 13 years. And if you would be close to me and you ask me to open up these two hands, you will find two beautiful treasures in my two hands. In this one, it says trust. And in this one, it says obey. And even my knuckles are sometimes white as I'm holding on to these beautiful two treasures. Because as I'm dancing on this melody, I always hear these words, Retah, you can close your eyes, you know. All you need to do is trust in me and obey my voice. Trust and obey. Trust and obey. This is the walk of faith. Trust and obey. You can close your eyes and you can follow Christ. Because as we reach unto Him, He wants us to touch Him. He wants us to come so close that we can come face to face, where His glory shines upon us. And you know, when this glory of God shines upon you, it's like Moses. The people couldn't even look at him. It's like Peter, when he walked in the streets, people were just healed. This is the power of the presence of God. But when you walk in that presence, your everyday walk will be trust and obey. I read in Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. This is just a little book, a daily diary that I wrote. And this is little nuggets, how God taught me just to walk this journey of faith, not to look around, but to look into His eyes and trust and obey. You see, the treasure is the treasure of faith. Faith on the one hand and hope on the other one. Trust, obey. Faith and hope. So, the journey that God is asking all of His children to walk is a journey of life in the Spirit. He wants us to come to Him with specific things, specific seeking His heart, specific seeking for His love. And how will I know that I'm walking this journey? How is it possible that I can look at you and know that you are either walking the walk of faith or you're walking the walk of fear? Trust and obey. So whatever God is asking you, even if it's small or it's big, you obey His voice. If He says, love your neighbor like yourself, you just love. If He says forgive, we forgive. And in the process, we die. Oh yes, we die. I want to tell you, my friend, every step you come closer to God, you will die. There is no such thing that I just grow in myself the closer I come to God. No, this is an upside down kingdom. The closer you come, the more you die. The closer you come, the more you die. And the more I'm out of the way, Christ in me. The less of me, more of Him. The journey of faith is not just getting in life what you want. The journey of faith is not seeking God's hand. The journey of faith is being transformed every day by trusting, obeying. I'm being transformed and transformed and transformed more into His likeness. This is how you will know that somebody walks the walk of faith. You will see Christ in him, and that Christ in us, that, my friend, is our hope of glory. It's nothing that we can do. It's Christ in us. I want to bless you with a walk of faith. Take the 2 nuggets tonight. Father, I choose to trust you. Doesn't matter what I see, and I choose to obey you. Whatever you ask of me to do, I will do. Doesn't matter what it is. I've seen God asking me foolish things to do in my eyes, but at the end of the day, it was powerful. There was a time that my son, while he was still in a coma, he could not open his mouth. He was totally blind, paralyzed. He had no brain function. There was nothing. He couldn't open his mouth even just to eat. He had a tube in. And God asked me, go and buy some sour worms. You know the sweet sour worms? It sounds very silly, but I had to trust him and I had to obey him. I bought 4 as Holy Spirit guided me. It took 4 days me putting a sour worm in his mouth. And the 4th day, his mouth went open of all the sour on the sour worms. I trust God and I obeyed him. And since that day, I just know God knows better. Just trust and obey. Hold on to the nuggets and walk the walk.